With the GOP's slim majority, he can only lose 3 votes in order to be confirmed. Joining us now, Republican Congressman Buddy Carter, who represents Georgia's 1st District. Welcome, Congressman. Thank you for being here. Should this report be made public?
I don't think it should. Look, Matt Gaetz is no longer a member of the House of Representatives, and therefore that report is no longer relevant. So I agree with the Speaker in this case, and I think the President has been set that once a member leaves the House of Representatives, the Ethics Committee has no jurisdiction over them at all. So, no, I don't think the report should be released.
Would you be open to a compromise that the senators could have access to some of the details of the investigation but the public would not?
I don't think that's necessary either, and to be quite honest with you, and I think there are other ways that they may be able to get it if they want it bad enough, and certainly they're going to be doing their own investigation and as he goes through the confirmation process. So I think it really is irrelevant, and the Senate will find out what they want to find out through other means.
I know that you're privy at least to some of the details of the investigation. Do you have any reservations about Matt Gaetz as AG?
Well, look, Matt Gaetz is one of the smartest people I know. I will tell you that, and it's obvious what the president is doing here. The president is surrounding himself, first of all, with loyal people, but secondly, with people who are going to shake things up. And I can assure you, Matt Gaetz will shake things up, and that's what the president wants, and that's what I think we in Congress should respect.
But the question is, do you have any reservations about what he's being accused of, more ethically?
You know, look, obviously the accusations are just that. They're accusations, and certainly they're egregious, and certainly I don't agree with that kind of behavior. But to be quite honest with you, our conference is a big conference, and I don't really associate, or not associate, but I don't really hang around those people. So I don't know. My group is a different group, and I don't know about Matt that well. I know him, and I speak to him, but that's about it.
Knowing him as you do, as a fellow congressman, do you believe he would step down amidst some of the pushback, or that he would be asked to?
He may be asked to, but I will tell you, Matt's got a pretty strong backbone, so I don't think he's going to go down very easily.
What do you make of the Senate Majority Leader John Thune and this question about recess appointments? And I think Gaetz would be one of them. Is that something that you would support? And what hurdles do you foresee?
Well, that's the Senate's business, and that is really up to the senators and for them to decide, just as I want them to be respectful of us in the House and our procedures, I'll be respectful of them and let them make that decision.
What are your thoughts, Congressman, on some of the other appointments? Pete Hegseth, for example, leading the Department of Defense.
I think it's obvious. The 2 things I just mentioned is what the president's doing here. He wants people who are going to be loyal to him. He wants people who are going to shake things up. And certainly having someone outside of the Pentagon, I think, is exactly what he's looking for, to go in there and to shake things up. And certainly, while we all support defense, we know that there is a lot of cleaning up that needs to be done in the Pentagon as well.
One of the things that's also happening on Capitol Hill today are these hearings regarding FEMA and accusations of bias. What are your thoughts on some of the things being said, and that some of the FEMA members, now even a former member, is being accused of skipping over houses with Trump signs? What are some of the questions you have, Congressman, about this?
First of all, that kind of behavior is inexcusable. And I will tell you, as you know, my state, my district has been hit hard by the Hurricane Helene and by the damage that's been done here. And we are suffering. We are suffering big time. There is no place whatsoever for this kind of action. And anyone who is found guilty of this kind of inappropriate action should be fired, as this one FEMA employee was fired. And look, we're all Americans, and we've got to look out for each other, and party loyalty, or that shouldn't have anything to do with this. I can assure you that hurricane could care less whether you are a Republican or a Democrat. It was destructive, the most destruction I've ever seen, and I've lived in South Georgia all my life, and I've seen a lot of hurricanes. I've never seen the kind of destruction that this brought.
Well, it's a busy day in Washington. Thanks for taking some time to stop by and talk with us, Congressman Buddy Carter. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
Coming up, as Trump prepares